In March 2026, OpenAI released a model that can sit at a computer, open your browser, read your files, and complete your work. That same month, Oracle and Block, billion-dollar companies, laid off tens of thousands of workers. AI made those jobs unnecessary. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how AI is rewriting the rules for your job, your health, your children's future, and what the smartest people in the world are doing about it right now. Don't go anywhere. Here's something that will rewire how you think about progress. The Ford Model T hit the roads in 1908. It took decades before radio reached most households. The telephone, television, personal computer, each one shrank the gap. The internet went mainstream in 7 years. Smartphones? 5. Then came November 2022. ChatGPT hit 1 million users in 5 days, 100 million in 2 months. No product in human history had ever moved that fast. But here's the part most people miss. Every previous technology, the telephone, the internet, the smartphone, required stuff. New wires, new towers, new devices. AI requires nothing. Just a browser. Open a tab, and you have access to a system that is learned from the sum total of human knowledge. And it's not standing still. By April 2026, 78% of organizations worldwide are using AI in at least one business function, up from 55% just 2 years ago. Generative AI usage alone surged from 33% to 71% in a single year. This isn't a trend. This is a phase change. And everything you know about careers, industries, and daily life is on the other side of it. To understand where we're going, you need to understand where we've been, because every revolution follows the same pattern. The agricultural revolution didn't just change food, it ended the hunter-gatherer way of life. It created cities, trade routes, written language. It birthed civilization itself. So here's the question you should be asking. If AI is the next revolution, and it is, what's the domino that's about to fall on your life? Let me show you what's already happening, not in some research lab, not in 5 years, right now. Healthcare. In 2026, Amazon launched an AI health agent for Prime members, 24/7 virtual guidance, prescription management, no waiting room. Eli Lilly just built LilyPod, an AI supercomputer powered by NVIDIA with one goal: cut drug development time in half, a process that used to take 12 years and cost billions. And Google DeepMind's AlphaFold? It didn't just solve protein folding. Its successor, AlphaEvolve, is now discovering entirely new mathematical structures. We're not just curing disease faster, we're rewriting the rules of scientific discovery. Customer service chatbots now handle over 85% of Fortune 500 interactions. Banks detect fraud across billions of data points in real time. Legal AI reviews contracts in minutes, not days. Companies using AI are reporting efficiency gains of 25 to 40%. That's not a marginal improvement. That's a competitive extinction event for anyone who isn't adapting. Dell Technologies and the Institute for the Future published a study that should make everyone pause. They're finding 85% of the jobs that will exist in 2030 haven't been invented yet. Read that again. If you're planning a career right now, for yourself or your children, there is an 85% chance the job you're preparing for does not currently exist. Nearly half of senior executives believe their own companies could become irrelevant within 3 to 5 years without digital transformation. By 2030, over 1 billion people worldwide will need reskilling. The question is no longer, will AI take my job? The question is, am I learning fast enough to stay ahead of it? If AI is going to reshape your world, you deserve to understand how it actually thinks. And I promise, it's simpler than you've been told. In 2017, a team at Google published a paper called "Attention is All You Need." That paper changed everything. Before this, AI processed language one word at a time, like reading through a straw. The transformer introduced something called self-attention, the ability to look at every word in a sentence simultaneously and understand how they relate. When you read, "The animal didn't cross the street because it was too tired," you instantly know it means the animal. The transformer does the same thing, but across millions of words in milliseconds. Every major AI model, GPT, Claude, Gemini, is built on this foundation. Tokens, embeddings, and the map of meaning. Before AI reads your words, it breaks them into pieces called tokens, sometimes whole words, sometimes fragments. Each token gets a number. That's the raw data. But numbers aren't meaning. So AI converts those tokens into embeddings, mathematical coordinates in a vast space. Imagine a galaxy where every word has a location. King is near queen. Doctor is near nurse. Similar ideas cluster together. When you ask a question, AI converts your words into this map, processes them through layers of self-attention, and generates a response by navigating back from math to language. This isn't random text generation. It's contextual reasoning at computational speed. And it's getting radically more powerful. In 2023, most AI models could handle about 8,000 tokens of context, roughly a short essay. By March 2026, GPT 5.4 handles over 1 million tokens. Google's Gemini 3.1 Ultra, 2 million. That means these models can now hold entire code bases, full-length books, or years of conversation history in their working memory, all at once. Now, here's the part that should make you uncomfortable. The global AI market is projected to hit $1.81 trillion by 2030, growing at nearly 36% per year. But who's building this? A handful of companies. Google's Gemini powers Siri. Amazon runs most AI applications globally. Claude, Perplexity, and hundreds more. Microsoft is building data centers larger than small cities. And NVIDIA? They dominate the AI chip market with a 90% share, and they don't just make chips. They offer the entire stack: hardware, software, networking, infrastructure. Everything an enterprise needs from one company. No other vendor comes close. The Magnificent Seven, America's largest tech companies, spent over $680 billion on AI infrastructure in 2026 alone. And here's the tension. These same companies decide what AI can do. Which questions get answers? Which gets censored? Who gets access? What it costs? History has a lesson here. Railroads, telecommunications, banking. Every time a technology became critical infrastructure and a few companies controlled it, society had to intervene to prevent abuse. But AI is different. It's not just infrastructure, it's intelligence itself. Sam Altman, Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, Mark Zuckerberg. These individuals now control more influence over human knowledge than any government or institution in history. The open source movement is pushing back. Meta's Llama 4, expected later this year, is being built with 10 times the compute of its predecessor. And it's free. Alibaba's Qwen 3.5 offers near-frontier performance at a fraction of the cost. Google's Gemma 4 provides advanced reasoning capabilities under a permissive license. Governments are acting too. The EU AI Act is now in force. The US introduced 59 AI regulations in a single year, double the prior year. Saudi Arabia committed $100 billion to AI. China invested $47.5 billion in semiconductors. Canada pledged $2.4 billion. The question isn't just who builds AI, it's who gets to shape the rules. Everything I've described so far? That's the past. Here's where it's going. The biggest shift in AI right now isn't smarter chatbots, it's agentic AI. Systems that don't just answer questions, but take action. OpenAI's GPT 5.4 doesn't just write emails. It opens your computer, navigates your software, and completes entire workflows autonomously. It surpasses human performance on desktop productivity benchmarks. Anthropic's Model Context Protocol, essentially a universal language for AI agents to talk to each other, has hit 97 million installations and is moving under the Linux Foundation. That means we're building the infrastructure for agents to collaborate. Imagine this. You say, plan my team's product launch. One agent researches competitors, another drafts the marketing copy, a third schedules the social media posts, a fourth books the venue. They coordinate, they check each other's work. You review the final plan. That's not science fiction, that's 2026. And AI is breaking into the physical world. Yann LeCun's new venture, AMI Labs, raised a record-shattering $1.03 billion seed round to build world models, AI that understands physics, causality, and the real world. The goal? Robots and machines that don't just follow instructions, but understand their environment. So here's where I level with you. You have a choice. Learn AI or watch it pass you by. That sounds harsh, but it's the truth spoken by every data point in this video. Within this decade, AI literacy will be as fundamental as reading. Those who learn to use these tools will amplify their capabilities exponentially. A single writer with AI researches in minutes what used to take days. A single designer prototypes in seconds. A solo entrepreneur builds what once required a team of 50. And here's the part that gives me hope. AI is the greatest equalizer we've ever had. The tools are here. GPT, Claude, Gemini, they all offer free tiers. Gemma 4 and Qwen 3.5 are open source and free to use. The barrier to entry has never been lower. A kid in Lagos with a laptop has access to the same AI as a Stanford PhD. A small business in rural India can analyze data like a Fortune 500 company. That has never been true of any technology before. The Pyramid wrote direct challenge. But none of it matters if you don't start. The gap isn't between people who have AI and people who don't. It's between people who use it and people who ignore it. Every revolution in history, agriculture, industry, digital, created winners and losers. The difference was never intelligence, it was timing. The people who moved first, who learned the new tools, adapted to the new rules. They didn't just survive, they defined the era that followed. We are standing at that exact same inflection point. AI isn't coming, it's here. The only question is, what will you do with it? If this video shifted your perspective even slightly, hit subscribe. I'm building a series that goes deep on every aspect of this revolution. The tools, the strategies, the industries being transformed, and exactly how to position yourself on the right side of this change. I'll see you in the next one.